Hey guys, welcome back to Prepping in Progress. So, progress! Yeah. You can tell it's evening from the window behind me, and yet there's light, because someone said, let there be light. So stay with us. So Miss K had a rough day at work, and she is currently at the house relaxing. And I'm finishing up a couple little things here. But check it out behind us. You usually don't see this angle, or you see the angle with the wood stove. It is tiny. It's only 16 foot. But it's ours. And you can tell things are coming together. You can see the mantelpiece a little bit and the wood stove. Wood stove is fading as we've been using it for the last 2 years to keep the animals warm. Hi, yes, I'm talking about you. So, the big thing. We've been saying it was going to happen. It's happened. There is power. Now, granted, some of the outlets still need to be done, but this is our major prep. If you stop and think about it, yes, we're still doing the food. Yes, we're canning. Yes, we're doing the gardens on the property, even though it's not fully habitable yet. We've got preps going. But this right here is the major prep. Now, why do I say that? Because it's owned. The land is owned. The building is owned. The water is owned. And now we have power. Now, I've been talking with Cody with Southern Rose Homestead. And he's got some extra solar equipment that he's not using. And I've got a few solar panels that I've picked up over the course of time. They may not be 100%, what would the word be? They're not brand new. They're not straight out of the box. They're not putting out as much energy to the battery banks as they should be. But daisy chaining them in, making a network, every little bit helps. So we are looking at doing the solar backup once things get a little further along. The water is run to the house. It's just doesn't have anywhere to go. We need to hook up the filtration system, hot water system. Hello, Ruckus. Yeah? Yeah. I hear you. She has her own commentary to give. So, but yeah, the water's run up to the place. The water just needs a place to go, like a sink and a toilet and a shower. So upcoming, I mean, would you all like me to do a time-lapse video as we put the shower together and whatnot, let me know in the comments section. It's kind of frustrating at this point. I had wanted you guys to get videos as we were building, and you've gotten periodic updates. You know, some of the videos in the past, you can see bare walls, then you can see insulation, now you can see drywall. And you know, you've had a couple where I was sanding and then we stopped to talk. I was sweeping just now trying to get some of the dust up because we've been sanding. Tell me what you want. Tell me if you want to actually do a time lapse while we work and you can actually see as the project progresses, or if that's just being silly. We'll see what we can do. Make things a little more interesting for you. But, I mean, I'm pretty proud. I really am. You know, has this taken longer than anticipated? Yes. You know, the hope was 6 months to a year to have it done. And it's been close to 3. Maybe even 4. Miss Kay and I have been married. We're in our 4th year of marriage, so 5, because I hired her to work for me a year before we started dating. Which, you know, that was an incredible thing. Realizing that your best friend is someone you'd rather just hang out with than going out with your girlfriend. Yeah, made some mistakes there. You know, the old 80s song, you know, after all the stops and starts, we keep coming back to these 2 hearts. We never really anticipated being more than just friends. But here we are. So there's that. And you know, Miss Kay really is making this place more than just habitable. Every time I think we've got everything under control, she comes up with something more brilliant, you know. She had out front dug out because she wants a deck now in front of the house. I wanted a deck on that side. I also wanted to take out that window and put a door there. It may still happen. But yeah, this is the biggest prep in many ways. Like I was saying, owned land, owned building, owned water supply. When you don't have rent over your head, when you don't have a water bill over your head, a sewage bill over your head, the only utilities we have, if you call it utilities, is internet and electricity. And really, we're just barely on the grid. So, you know, I highly suggest, if you're just starting out on your journey, yes, food, water, shelter, stockpile the food, stockpile the water, stockpile, especially food, stack it to the rafters like we've said, which the upcoming prep talk, yeah, it may go up earlier than midweek so that you guys can jump in the comments and try to help me figure out how to solve the problem for next week. Yeah. Be thinking. You'll see. But as you're collecting the food, water, etc., be thinking about long-term viability. Mom and Dad are living at the homestead. We are at the bug out location. We are trying to get both to a point where we are food independent. So really all we would need to do to go to pay would be if anyone's got debts, you know, go out and use a credit card, you pay the credit card off. Driving to town for work or play, you got gas, insurance, property tax. Yeah, what else? Internet? The preppinginprogress.com? Those are the things that are the major bills. Everything else gets turned back into the prep, gets turned back into the homestead, gets turned back into making this place more productive. We are looking at turning preppinginprogress.com into a business page and maybe marketing a fire starter that we've been playing with on our own for us, but you know, you guys might want to use it. It's more of a paste that you can light with a lighter or a flint and steel. You know, we've also got a few other things going on. Thinking about reopening the Teespring store with t-shirts and doing things other than just our logo. Just little things to make not only your life better on your homestead, in your prepping journey, but generate a little bit of income. You can do this. This is not untenable or unreachable. It is a lifestyle, yes, we've gone over that. But it's not an unreasonable lifestyle. You know, we have power, we do have internet, we do have the things that true off-gridders wouldn't like. You know, yes, we're on a map. Yes, certain affiliates of the big G can find us. Yeah, you know what? They're gonna find you anyway if they really want to. So give it some thought. Ruckus, please be nice. There is a Japanese ladybug floating around, and Das Kat. It's either that or it's a mosquito hunter, but the cat has it on her radar. So, almost in some ways this has been a prep talk because it's been, you can do it. And this is, for me, in my opinion, the best prep possible. It's a home. It's putting yourself, let's see if the shot back can hold my weight. It's putting yourself in a position for success. It's putting yourself where you are the master of your own destiny. And isn't that what it's all about? Isn't that what prepping is all about? Being able to sustain ourselves in good times and in bad. So, let me know if you want time-lapse videos as we're working. Let me know if you want to see the shower as it comes together. And keep your eyes peeled for the next prep talk, because you are going to be a part of figuring out a problem that we've got. Thanks for watching. We do appreciate you. And we'll talk to you soon.